Pixar has finally dropped the first trailer for the upcoming Toy Story 5. Yes, we're on 5 Toy Story films now. And today we're taking a look at that trailer. Now, we already know a little bit about the movie. We know that this is going to be about toys versus tech. You know, a Toy Story movie for the iPad kids. We also know that the whole gang is getting back together because you can't really have a Toy Story movie without Woody. Though Woody's story really ended in the last movie. In Toy Story 4, he left the group, so I'm gonna be really interested to see how they're gonna bring him back for this 5th movie. And also, what's the dynamic gonna be in the group now that Woody's left? But hopefully we can get a few answers in this new trailer. So, what do you say? Should we jump into it? I think we should.
Do you, Forky, take Karen Beverly to be your beloved bride?
I now pronounce you husband and...
We have a little bit of a different style here.
Poison the maid of honor!
Bonnie, there's a package for you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Oh, there we have the iPad.
Extinction! Not again! Bonnie!
Oh, the tech is really taking over here, huh?
I want to talk to you, device.
Please, call me Lily.
Me and the toys have been working all summer to try and get Bonnie to make friends.
Yeah.
But then you had to ruin
Got it.
You're not even listening to me.
I'm always listening. See?
Now look here, me and the toys have been talking all summer.
Now in Spanish.
The tech is always listening.
Yeah, I got dibs on behind the dresser.
Woody,
Jesse, hello?
is it as bad out there for toys as they say it is?
We're finding more abandoned toys each day.
Oh,
Tech's invaded our house, too.
I don't know, Jesse. Toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
I'm losing Bonnie to this device.
Came here as fast as I
there
could.
he is.
Why are you wearing a dress, Woody?
It's called a poncho, Forky.
Someone needs a brown marker.
Halt! Who goes there? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I come in peace.
It's been too long, cowboy.
What are you, some sort of old man toy?
What?
She thinks you're old because you're bald, Woody.
Bonnie needs help from someone at least from the same century. So long, toys.
We're gonna need backup.
Oh,
No way.
an army of buzzes.
She's getting away, boss! Our mission on this planet is to make a child happy.
Bonnie still needs us. Come on, Bullseye!
Buzz, you stay here. I'm going with them. You don't think I can do it? Nice poncho.
It's good to see them fighting again.
It sure is.
Yeah, we are so back. All right, there we have it. It certainly looks a lot of fun, and seeing Woody and Buzz bicker at each other is really what Toy Story is all about, isn't it? Now, I'm gonna be really interested to see in the actual movie how they go about this whole dilemma of tech versus toys, because you can't really end the movie by just abandoning the tech, because that would be disingenuous, I think. Like, you can't just be Disney and make a movie that says that the kids should throw away their iPad and just play with their old toys again, because the kids are gonna be watching that movie on the iPad. Disney obviously wants kids on their iPads watching Disney properties. So my guess is that it's probably gonna be something about finding a nice compromise where both the tech and the toys can exist in the same world. And I do think that kids today do still play with toys. It's not all tech. But yeah, it's an interesting dilemma there taken a crack at in this film. Let's go back and take a closer look at some of this. The first thing that struck me was this whole sequence, this wedding sequence, which I guess is in the mind of Bonnie in some way. It's her playing with her toys, but it's this whole watercolor aesthetic, which I think is really cool. And different from the other Toy Story movies. I think it looks really awesome, and I would definitely like to see Pixar do a whole movie in this style. But of course, Toy Story has always been more realistic in its style. That's why Pixar started out by making movies about toys and inanimate objects, because that was what they could make look real in computer animation. But it's always nice and very welcome to see them experimenting with different styles, I think at least. And then Bonnie gets the Lily Pad, the Toy Story version of an iPad. It really does look like an iPad in one of those kid cases. And the font here is definitely reminiscent of the hello on an iPad when you boot that up. And you can just immediately see her get totally hypnotized by this device. I love Bullseye just peeking out here behind her. Now, we obviously see here that Bonnie isn't the only one obsessed with tech in this house. Her dad is sitting in the background on his phone, and they also have the Roomba roaming around the house here. So it's clearly a house that likes their tech. And I guess many of us can relate to that. I certainly can. I love my tech. I literally just made a video about how much I enjoy my iPad. Maybe I am the exact target audience for this movie. I don't know, man. Now, something just dawned on me here. We see Bonnie sitting in her bed with the lily pad, but we also have this dock on the table. And it just made me think, maybe the way to beat the device is simply to just make it run out of batteries. I mean, if the iPad isn't charged, it's really not that interesting, is it? So maybe that's how the toys are gonna beat this lily pad. I liked this scene where Jessie and Bullseye are confronting the lily pad, and it appears to be scrolling Reddit, I guess, but at the same time, it is always listening to what they're saying. But of course, Jessie is still new and being the sheriff among Bonnie's toys. So she feels like she needs a little bit of guidance from old Woody, and contacts him via this walkie-talkie. I like Woody and Bo Peep being part of this rescue team, helping these abandoned toys. But there's also a thing here where they're talking about how tech is taking over Bonnie's life and for all of the other kids out in the world. But at the same time, Woody and Jessie are using tech to communicate with each other. So maybe they should realize that tech is actually also helping them. It's not just evil, yeah? But then Woody, of course, decides to come back and help his old friends, looking like an absolute hero in that window. And can we talk about how amazing this shot looks? It's just so beautifully animated and lit. I absolutely love it. It's just Pixar flexing their muscles. And Woody wearing his poncho here. I like it. I think it's a good look for him. I know the other toys are giving him a hard time about it, but I think it's good. And I like the joke about Woody balding. That's really funny. Blinding everyone with his bald spot like King Neptune in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Oh, and seeing Woody and Buzz back together again. I mean, I know that I and a lot of other people might have criticized Pixar and Disney for making sequel upon sequel upon sequel. I mean, again, it's the 5th Toy Story movie, but seeing Woody and Buzz back together again, that really does hit me right in the feels as someone who grew up on the Toy Story movies. And again, a sequel isn't necessarily bad. We talked about it with the Zootopia 2 sequel, that that was a really, really, really good sequel. And if there is a story to tell, it makes sense to make a sequel. And if this whole story about tech versus toys really does make sense to tell, and they have something interesting to say about it, then by all means do make more Toy Story movies. It's the unnecessary sequels that doesn't really make sense, where the characters have already learned all that they had to learn. So either they're just doing the same thing again, or they take the characters in a completely different direction that doesn't feel true to how they were originally, you know? I mean, look at my boys. Yeah, this does look kind of dystopian, with all of these kids having a play date, I guess, where all of them are just looking at their iPads. They're just sitting next to each other looking at their different iPads. But then again, that isn't necessarily bad. I mean, I had LAN parties with my friends growing up where we were playing Warcraft 3 and such.
what?
So just because each of the kids are looking at their own iPad, it doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't playing together or what they're doing isn't good. But of course, this situation is set up to look dystopian as hell. And it does. Yeah, and when you start pulling up the green matrix text and giving the iPad evil eyes, then of course it does seem very sinister. Then we have Buzz calling for backup with this whole army of Buzz Lightyears. I feel like we saw something similar in Toy Story 2, where there were all of these different Buzz Lightyears, but maybe it was just one of them that got out, so there were 2 Buzz Lightyears. But having a whole army of Buzzes, that sounds like a lot. Especially since in the first and second movie, all of the new bosses straight out of the packaging seemed incredibly annoying and self-important. And again, the animation and the lighting here just looks so freaking good, man. Oh, this is the Smarty Pants, which I believe is the character that Conan O'Brien is playing in this movie. I remember hearing about that, but I mean, we didn't hear him much in this trailer, so we're gonna have to wait for another trailer or maybe for the full movie before we get to hear Conan O'Brien in Toy Story. Yeah, see, here we have that whole pack of Buzz Lightyears feeding Woody to a pig or something. Definitely doesn't look like a situation that Woody would be happy to be in. Oh, and the flashback or a reference to that song from Toy Story 2 about how Jessie was abandoned by her child. I think that hit everyone right in the feels in the second movie, and if they're gonna reference that in this movie again, it's probably gonna do the same thing again. And of course, Jessie would obviously have flashbacks to that situation. She was so angry and sad that she had been left by her child in that second movie, and now that's happening to her again, and much earlier, because Bonnie didn't grow out of playing with toys. She didn't become a teenager or an adult. She just got an iPad and is now seemingly uninterested in the toys. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be tough for Jessie. But it does seem like Bonnie still likes Jessie and has strong feelings for her. But then, of course, the trailer ends with some classic Toy Story shenanigans with Woody and Buzz trying to catch a car as it drives away and fighting with each other. Yeah, that's Toy Story for you. How many times have they done something like that in Toy Story? Multiple times at least. But yeah, I think it looks really good and really funny, and I hope that they do have something to say with this movie and that it's not just another cash grab. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for another Toy Story movie? And how do you think the toys are gonna beat the tech? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want more videos from me. But that's it. That's pretty much all I had for you today. My name is Martin Rice. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care and so long.